Hello and welcome to Terminal Velocity. So today I've got something a little bit different. So it was my birthday the other day. Very significant birthday, shall we say. Getting a bit more grey coming on, so I reckon you could probably guess the numbers. But yeah, I've been bought a Red Letter Day, Virgin Red Letter Day, or Car Chase Heroes are the actual people that are doing it. So I'm here. I've been given a Lamborghini Superleggera and a McLaren 570S or 520S, I think it's, I can't remember. But yeah, it's interesting, to say the least, how they set these up. As you can hear in the background, they call your name out when it's your turn to do the track. I have just been on a sighting lap, so they charge you an extra £10 to do a sighting lap, which I thought was worth it. The track is very small and it's all coned, and oh yeah, we're at Wattisham Airfield, so it is a MOD base where they normally fly Apaches, and yeah, it's all a coned course, very basic, and a bit of change in concrete to tarmac, so it's all, it can be a bit slippery, you know, but it's going to be interesting to see how they let you drive the car. I don't expect to drive it quickly at all, not around here, but I've got to bear in mind, and the people that are doing this, because this is a little review of this Red Letter Day, if you like, this is a driving experience, not a race experience, so I've got to get that in my head. It's a little hard for me to understand, so considering I like driving cars faster all the time whenever I'm on a so-called track, so but yeah, so I'll keep in touch and let you know how I get on through the day. Shouldn't be much longer till they call my name, but there's a lot of cars here you can choose, a lot. Yeah, I'll get some video in a minute, and I'll show you all the cars that are available to hire here. I think it cost for a double experience around about, I don't know because it was birthday present, it's about 150 quid I think, approximately. So yeah, I'll let you know what I think of it all in a minute, and I'll come back to you in a bit. Right, I've done my Superleggera experience, and it was really good fun actually. The guy really pushed me on. However, for me, being quite a track addict, yeah, petrol head, it was, you couldn't get any speed up. But for people like my sister Kerry here, so she's done both her drives very quickly, one after another. And you did the...
I did the Aston Martin V8 Vantage, which was awesome. That was a brilliant drive. And the Porsche 911... No, it wasn't 911. Boxster S or something. Yeah, which was a really great drive, but it was automatic, so I was a bit...
Very different to what you used
very
to.
Different.
Yeah. But what do you think of the track yourself?
Well, it's not really a track, is it? It's just...
It's a coned out circuit.
But it's good. You get
it's good.
Experience.
It's safe. Oh, by the way, there are like 15-year-olds driving cars.
There was a
here
10-year-old
well.
driving the Porsche before me. And pillows to sit on.
Pillows to sit on as well. So that gives you an idea what this place is like. So how long? I mean, you were really lucky. You got in your cars really quickly.
Yeah, really.
However, I waited
an hour.
An hour at least of waiting in this nice, lovely, rainy day weather. It's really cold. Over an hour with no cover. So it's a bit of a downer.
It's a little bit, yeah.
But you know, the experience, the guy who was in the passenger seat was really good, pushed me on, and they give you a little mark, don't they, as well?
Yeah, they did.
And my sister beat me, apparently.
I did, yes. I got an 85 and a 95.
Oh, there we go.
Yay me.
So she didn't really beat me, I'm joking.
Not.
But no, it's really good fun. You've had great fun.
I've had a
So
great
for
fun.
someone who's not into cars like I am, it's like the perfect thing. If you come here just for a driving experience and you wanted to just try out the cars that you came here to try, it's great. Although actually one of the cars you wanted to drive
Had a gearbox.
had a gearbox problem, so it wasn't working. So what was the car you wanted to drive?
Bumblebee.
Bumblebee
which
on the
is a
Transformers.
Camaro, I think.
Camaro, yeah. So that wasn't working, so she had to choose a different car, and you chose the Boxster, didn't you? So,
Yeah, it shows Porsche.
so
I've never been in a Porsche before, or an Advantage for that matter of fact.
So no, we're both having fun. I'm just waiting for my name to be called for the 570S, and my dad is here too, who's also gone in the V8 Vantage.
D9 here.
Oh, DB9.
DB9.
DB9, yeah. So he's waiting for his name to be called as well. So, but yeah, really good day all in all. Yeah, there are things that they could improve on, but you know, I think that's the same for anything like this. But generally, I've had fun. Well, I'm having fun. But I'll come back to you and let you know after the McLaren experience. See you later.
Bye.
So, I've just got back from my Red Letter Day, Car Chase Heroes Day, whatever you want to call it. I had fun. Not the usual fun I would normally have in a car. There's a lot of pluses and minuses for the whole day, in my personal opinion. So for me, who's really into cars, I'm really, you know, I've drove a lot of cars, some very powerful, some not so powerful, some with a lot of grip, some with not a lot of grip. So I've got quite a lot of experience with cars. So this day, how do I put it kindly, is for people who have never drove a car with power, on their limits, nowhere near at all. If they just drive a normal everyday car for the most of their life, this is really for them. Okay, for me, that's not me. So this day really wasn't for me, although I still enjoyed the experience of just being in another supercar, if you want to call it that. That was the good side of it, is that you could just jump into any car. They would let you, as long as you paid the extra, and drive it. So so that was good. But yeah, so it's a better thing if you're less experienced driver of driving nice things. Then it's right up your street, and I would say go and do it. It's good fun. But one thing I have noticed is the whole experience is 100% reliant on the instructors that you have in the car with you. So I did two cars. I did the Superleggera and the 570S McLaren. And the guy in the Superleggera, great, really relaxed. He could see I was quite competent behind the wheel, so he actually egged me on to go even quicker, which was really nice. Really enjoyed that. However, he didn't like me changing gears down, so he told me off a little bit for changing down gears, which normally you would when you're in a track car. You'd keep the revs up nice and high, but they didn't want you doing that because it was a damp day. I'm not going to lie, it was a damp day, so it could be a bit risky in a car you don't know. Revving the nuts off it on a corner is probably not the best practice. But this guy, he let me have a good go in his Superleggera. But when I get into the 570S, it was very different. The guy was much more I'm trying to be kind. Well, let's just put it this way. On the first corner, he braked for me. So this experience days is not just for adults. It's for, well, like as I said earlier, there's 10-year-olds, 15-year-olds driving these same cars. So a lot of these cars have a brake pedal and a clutch in it as well. So they do have control of the car. And this guy broke for me. I couldn't believe it. I was like, "You just broke for me?" And I just laughed. "I can't believe you just broke for me," I said. And he goes, I haven't let anyone drive this quick around this track. Oh dear. So anyway, a couple more laps passed. I get 3 in total on the last one. And he says, "Right, I can see you got your lines right, and you've done this sort of thing before." And I told him what I do generally, and so he let me loose a little bit, and he was like, "Yeah, you're a pretty good driver." So I was like, well, thanks." But he was quite negative, this guy, and it did really ruin the experience of the 570S for me. So I didn't really get the power down at all. He wouldn't let me. So for me, annoying. For someone else, like my sister, like my dad, not so annoying. They would have been perfectly happy with that. Because that's probably fast enough for a lot of people, I'd guess. But no, this really funny. So we came into the pits after the drive, and my instructor said, "Do you fancy instructing and taking people round?" And I was like, "Not really ever thought of that before." So I've just been asked if I could come on to some of their next events and do some instructing for them. I gave them my number and passed it on, so they're going to be in touch with me when their next events are. And we'll see. I might do it, might not. I don't know. Never really thought about it, really. Interesting. So anyway, that aside, I did enjoy myself in a weird sort of way. It's really not my thing, and I personally probably won't ever do anything like this again, because it's just not hardcore enough for me. The thing I would like to do is the Palmer Sport Day at Bedford Autodrome, where you get your timed and they really push you faster. That's more what I want to do, proper motorsport event. And I am doing one of them in a few months' time, maybe in the new year. So I will let everyone know how I get on with that as well. But yeah, no, it's do it if you're not really ever done a red letter day before and you're never really driven anything like this. Then I would say do it. It's a good experience. If you're at all a petrol head like me, with experience of fast cars. It's really not your thing. Unless you like 007, then you can drive the really old cars, and you don't expect to drive them cars fast. It's just being in the car is the experience. And they did look lovely, to be fair, some of them. But no, I've had a good day. It was run fairly well. I think they could upgrade their burger van. That was a bit below average, shall I say. And oh yeah, the other thing is there is a video and pictures of your session. However, the queue to get it was about an hour, and I was absolutely freezing wet, and I couldn't be asked to queue up for an hour just to get a video of me looking not very impressed behind the wheel. But my sister and my dad, you know, they would have wanted a picture and a video, because for them it's a special occasion, and I get that. I do get it. But yeah, for me, no. But for general Joe Blogs, yes, do it. It's a good experience, and fairly well run, and nice people. They all seem pretty friendly. So thank you very much, Car Chase Heroes, or Virgin Red Letter Days. Yeah, it's just a good review to do on this, because I don't see many people have done one. But yeah, we'll catch up with you soon for the next video. See you soon.